NFL season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Returner tackle right there once we start the drive. So the Clemson Tigers offense starts in less than ideal field position off that poor return. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Now, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Short pass finds the tight end. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Aggressive start to this game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. The Ducks offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys. What do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Slides the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Ducks are in the red zone now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Back to throw. It's Havrasek. trying to extend the play. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down and stopped. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And
sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. A massive shift in field position in one play. Inside their own 10, they're now threatening to score. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Runs right over the defender.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? There's the handoff. Fights through the tackle. I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it to get him down for just a short game.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Pressure is coming. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
The Ducks will have to punt this one away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? No shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers keep the football on the move. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. The 50, across the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Of the field, 99 yards for a touchdown. What a play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The offense failed earlier in a fourth-down attempt. They'll try it again here. They'll ride the back again here. Running through the tackle. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no-man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And there's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers! Strong game by this quarterback. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the right here. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Scanning the field, it's Havrisik. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he's back to throw again after they didn't completion on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the return will be brought down. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. First down. We're going to throw the football. It's a quick grab.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead he gets that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a nice game there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Ball handed off.
Tackle on play at the 29-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right through. But there is a flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out, and for that, it's back to Chris and Kurt.
First down here for this offense. We get the second half started with the running play. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. He makes the grab. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
And the Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Harrison. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
The Ducks will have to kick it away. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. He's going to hand this off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tight end makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Single back, takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that. If they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but they're knocking on the door. Ball spotted at the 8. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. First and goal, handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's now 2nd and goal.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Looking downfield, it's Havrasik. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
And the back now goes in motion. And he's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize.
is on the field to take over. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He'll toss it to the back. He's tackled after a big gain, picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Makes a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll run it to the right side. He just trucks the man. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. The shotgun handoff here.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down out at the 46.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball. That this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. here's the handoff. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
They'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important 2nd down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. The back's got it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Havrisick. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.